Yeah.
I'm 32. I got my job right. Ready. All right. Come to me. Here I am.
Really?
You still don't know how to use this camera. This daggone shame.
Could just read the instruction manual, but
Bruh.
who does that?
Like, who reads the instruction manuals?
Bruh.
Like, y'all ain't got a video for this?
You know what I mean? You know what? They probably do on YouTube.
Yeah, this is true. Very true.
Yes, we are horrible. We just ain't got time. I'm just be honest with you. We working on it.
Yeah.
Bruh.
Anywho, welcome
To the J&O Show.
where we talk about
things that we would never told them, Jay.
And I'm O.
And now you know.
If you guys are new to our channel, please make sure that you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Make sure you turn on those post notifications so you can know when we upload, because you never want to miss an episode. Also, if you guys are new here and you have ideas for show topics, go ahead and drop them down below in the comment section and write hashtag next show, so that way we can easily filter through and give you more of what you want.
What you want?
All right, so today, guys, we are actually going to be reacting, but not reacting, to this new Netflix special called The Ultimatum. I don't know if you guys heard of it or seen it.
So here's the premise. We got 6 couples, each of them have one person who's issued the other, you guessed it, an ultimatum. But here's the twist. Nick and Vanessa Lachey are going to split these couples up and have them date each other. Then they'll each choose someone to live with for 3 weeks in a trial marriage. After that, they'll get back together with their original partners for another 3-week trial marriage to see if their feelings have changed.
What the face?
That's what you have to be in when you're watching it. Cause like, what? Why?
Well, I mean, okay. So we've kind of talked about this before on the show, as far as like, sometimes there does need to be an ultimatum. Like, if you're with somebody, like if you're grown, I'm not talking about like you teenagers, or maybe you're just starting off in college, or, you know, basically those years, like early 20s or what have you. But if you're like grown, and, you know, you're finished with school, if that's what you decided to do, and you've been with somebody for like 2+ years, and you're at a point where you feel as though you're ready to get married, and that person, they're not, or you're unsure of how they are, depending on what you're looking for your life, I don't think there's wrong with giving somebody an ultimatum.
Bruh.
Well, studies have shown.
Psychologists agree an ultimatum is not a good way to get somebody else to do what you want, but it is the best way.
To exploit people's relationships for good TV? Is that what you were about to say, Nick?
Technically, that, you know, psychologists have found that ultimatums are not good for relationships, and more often than not, end up in the couple dismantling at some point. So,
Hey, well, that means
by the statistics, it really is not in your best interest to give an ultimatum. I'm gonna be honest with you though. Regardless of the statistics. All right, 2 things. Number 1, women have to be more aware than men of their timing. Women, you know, generally in the way the world is set up now, because everybody's going, a lot of people are going to college and they need a certain, they generally have between 25 and the early 30s to really lock that down if they're talking about kids and they want to do it without health repercussions.
Okay.
So, and I don't think it's smart for you to just have health repercussions trying to give birth to your children. You should avoid it if you can.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
So there's that part. So a lot of times ultimatums come from women because they're on a tighter clock.
Right.
Men, on the other hand, are on their own clock, which is nowhere near as tight, because they're trying to set up the financial foundation for their family that they're going to have. And it often takes longer to get into a position where you can do that. Even if you're not the only one making money, you're probably going to be the breadwinner. So your family's future really hinges on you being able to establish that. Even in this modern world, most women still look for men to make more money, whether they want a modern or traditional marriage. So that often puts a lot of strain, especially if you're trying to date people in your age range.
Okay.
Because if women date men who are older, they're already established and probably are more prone to shorter dating periods that lead to engagement in marriage. Whereas if you're dating someone younger, and that happened a lot on the show. A lot of guys were like, I'm not financially ready.
Right.
And then they turned around and was like, you know what, that's bullish. I'm just scared of... No. No. That's not bull. Like, that's a real thing. And a lot of people try to be like, oh, you're just using it as an excuse. No, they're not using it as an excuse. I'm going to tell you,
well,
being
some of
a
them
guy...
Bruh.
Being a guy, right? We happen to think more about what's going to be happening 10, 20 years from now based on where we are right now. How are the decisions we're making right now going to affect me in 10 or 20 years? And I'm going to be flat out with y'all. I know y'all not going to love it, but it is what it is. Being able to pursue your career as a man or a woman without having a partner there will be easier with you when it comes to time management. Period. Okay. You'll have more time to dedicate to building that part of your life. The problem is you have to have balance, no matter what. Because if you have no emotional IQ, if you have no relationship IQ, and you can't communicate because you spend all your time trying to get your career, whether man or woman, you're in trouble when the time comes for you to be like, oh, you know what? I'm set. It's time for my relationship.
Bruh.
Yeah.
Which are happening to a lot of women, unfortunately. Yeah.
I'm 32. I got my job right. Ready. All right. Come to me. Here I am.
Really? Really? Like that?
Love me. Ain't I great?
Yes! Yes!
I got all these degrees. I got this job. Man, I'm yeah. I ain't nobody coming.
Bruh.
But no, for real, ain't nobody coming. Really? I don't want y'all, man. Get away. Ew. Ants and roaches. Like, why do I want that?
Really?
Yeah. That's generally what happens. For women, men, you know, if that's your position, you'll get a lot of women. Can you trust them? And do you have any type of relationship IQ that makes you good in a relationship anyway?
True that.
So, about this show.
It's interesting. We watched the first couple of episodes. But for real, baby. So,
no, low-key, we binged.
Yeah.
On like 3 episodes last night.
Yeah.
So we haven't seen the whole thing. Just so that everybody knows. We haven't seen the whole thing.
Yeah, we only seen the first couple episodes. But,
Bruh.
Yeah.
Bruh, let me tell you something. I would never, ever be like, you know what? We need to figure out we're going to take the next step. I'm going to take you on this reality show, right? Where you date other people to see if you really want to be here. That's not happening. So we already know the show is stupid and it's really only there for your entertainment so that you can laugh at these fools and what they did. But it did raise a lot of issues, interesting issues within the show.
I will
say that.
And I don't know. I'm still, like I said, going back to my original statement. I don't think that there's anything wrong with giving an ultimatum considering where you are basically in life. Because let's face it, some relationships, some men, if you don't put your foot down or if you don't... Basically, if you don't establish what it is that you want, they will just continue just being in a relationship with you, just boyfriend, girlfriend. If you basically don't say, okay, this is what I want, and if you're not willing to give it to me, then I'm out of here. Like, they would just basically keep stringing women along. We've talked about this before, and that's because, like I said before, why buy the cow if you're giving away the milk for free? So if you're in a relationship with somebody and you're basically living together and you're doing everything as if you already were married, but you just don't hold the legalities of it, why would they commit to you? So in certain situations, yes, you do need to give an ultimatum, because we have situations where people be in relationships for like 5, 10, 15 years.
Bruh.
Now, that, mind you, that is different than like, oh, we got together when we were in high school and we were together for 6 years. That's different.
Yeah, like I said, I'm not talking about those.
We're talking about people like you in your mid-20s, you're in your 30s, and you're in this situation where, you know, you met this person in your mid-20s or your 30s. Nah, bro.
Yeah.
Not if you want marriage. Now,
Yeah,
if you ain't
because-
trying to get married, that's a whole different thing.
Right, because you're wasting your time.
For sure.
Like literally, like your clock, for real, you wasting it.
Yeah.
So, and I'm speaking specifically to my ladies, because we're the ones who have, like he said, when it comes to actually having kids, like the older you are when you have kids, you have to be a lot more conscious, because there can be a lot of health risk the older you get having kids as women.
Right.
So yes, you got to be about, okay, if we're not on the same page, I don't need to be wasting my time. I don't have 2-3 years to waste on you and waste on you and waste on you. No. So yes, ultimatum. Like, you may not necessarily have to say like, I'm giving you an ultimatum, but you can put it out there and tell the person that you're with, let them know like, this is what I want.
I have an idea. It just hit me. It's something I think we've said before.
Okay.
If instead of having to give an ultimatum from the jump,
Okay.
are you marriage minded? We talked about this way, many videos ago. From the jump, date 1, date 2. Are you marriage minded? Are you trying to get married? What are you dating for? Like, what is it that you want out of this thing? I want to get married. So within 2 years of me being with you, I would like to be engaged. Within 1 year of me being with you, I would like to be engaged. If you are somebody who follows the Reverend Minister Kevin Samuels, within 6 months, I want to be engaged. Within 3 months, I want to be engaged. What's the point of waiting? So I believe like you need a year or two, because folk out here crazy, and we're not dating in small communities anymore. We're dating like across the stinking globe.
Yeah.
So I think you need to vet and look at them tree branches in the family tree,
Yeah,
and see
need
if
at
some of
least
them
all
branches is
4
decrepit
seasons
and
if you
falling
don't
out.
know them from nobody.
You need to know if they have manic episodes, and you need to know
That's real.
stuff. Like people hide, and they give you their representative and not who they are, and you have to be aware of that. If you're dating somebody that you have no connections to whatsoever, you need to have time, and you need to spend time vetting them. You need to let your family and your friends vet them. Not your kooky friend that's like, oh my God, you know what I'm saying? He bought you a Louis bag, girl. You better lock him down.
Bruh.
No, not her. Not her. The one that actually has the good marriage. And the one that will tell you about yourself. The person that's honest with you even when it hurts, that's the person you need to see them. Not the one who always gives you that good old fashioned echo chamber feedback. And just agrees with everything. No. The one that will tell you about yourself. Girl, you need a Wrigley's mint shoe. Go ahead. Here you go. That person. The one that will tell you your breath stink. The one that will tell you when you're screwing up. And the one to be like, nah, you was wrong for that. I love you. I got your back. We will fight together and go down. But really, she deserved to knock you out because you was wrong.
Yeah.
But she's not gonna beat you up though. I got you. That friend, that's the one. You need to have people vet. Don't just jump into it. I know that's a whole tangent, but I don't want y'all to think we telling y'all, you know what I'm saying? Like, be reasonable in all things. Not too long, not too short. Okay?
Yeah.
That's where we are. Well, look, time is getting long. We didn't even show none of the show. We had brought it up. We was gonna show it. We're not even gonna show none of it. But that was our opinion on the ultimatum and ultimatums in general.
Yes.
That it?
Yeah, I was gonna say we might insert a clip or two in between, maybe, so that you guys can see. But it's on Netflix. It's a Netflix original, so you guys can definitely check it out.
Yes.
All right.
And it's addicting, so.
Yes.
Peace.
Deuces.
Press the off button.